Hello, students. Welcome to Mentor International School. Today, we are going to study some animals, some features of animals, and related things. Okay, so can you see this image here? How what all animals are here inside this picture? Hmm? We can see a zebra over here. We can see a rhinoceros. Then there is elephant. Many other animals, wild animals. You can see a cheetah here. There is a leopard here. Okay, an antelope. This is a giraffe, tallest animal, and many other things. So we will study these things today. Okay. Firstly, are going to study natural habitat. Now, what is natural habitat? Okay. So a habitat is a habitat of an animal is the environment in which it lives. Okay. The environment in which it lives is the natural habitat of that animal. For example, take an example of fish. Where do fish live? Fish lives in water, and mostly fishes live in rivers or lakes or seas. And 99% fishes are in the seas. So sea fishes have natural habitat called sea, SEAC, isn't it? So that's what it is, and nothing else. Uh, this place where animals live is called a natural habitat. And what are the types of natural habitat? First is a forest, then there are grasslands, deserts, mountains, polar regions, and aquatics. So we will be studying these all together. So forest means a dense forest on a mountain. Okay, a dense forest and mountain contains many trees all together. So all these trees all together comprises of uh, forest habitat. Similarly, grasslands. Grasslands contain many tall grasses. Okay, it has more tall grasses and very moderate temperate temperature of these grasslands. Then there are deserts. Deserts have very little rainfall. Okay, deserts have very less rainfall, and because of that, there are no trees at all in the desert. Very less trees. There are cactuses in desert mostly. Then there is mountain. So a mountain part is another natural habitat. Then there are polar regions. So a North Pole and South Pole are very cold places. And these are the polar regions. These are called polar regions. And then there are aquatic. Aquatic means animals that live in the water. So we will study these today. First is forest. Okay. So animals living in forest. So this is a lion, then this is a tiger, this is a cheetah, and this is a panda. So these animals live in forest, and these are called wild animals. Okay. uh, See this, they eat other animals. For example, lion eats small animals like deer and all. Panda does not eat many other animals. It does not eat, it is a herbivore. It only eats mostly bamboos and small plants. Okay, still it is a wild animal. So these are wild animals, and they live in forest. The second is grasslands. So grasslands, can you see this bush behind the elephant? Hmm? These huge tall grasses. See the elephant, height of elephant, and tall grasses behind. This is a grassland. Okay, and grasslands are mostly associated with snakes, then deers, then zebras, rhinoceros, elephants. There are many animals actually. In fact, in the grasslands, you can also find cheetahs and many things. See, it's not 100% sure that tigers and lions only stay in forest. They also can stay in grasslands. They also can stay in many other habitat. But over here, I am telling you they're more prominent, or where they can be found most. Okay, where they can be found most. I'm telling you those. So these are grassland animals. Grassland animals includes the snakes, then rhinoceros. Now snakes. Consider example of snakes. Snakes can also be found in forest, isn't it? But most probably they are in grasslands. Okay, prominent. Prominent means there are. It is 99% chance that in a grassland snakes are there. Also in forest, but it might be 90%. Okay. Then there are desert animals. So you can also see snake here. Okay, that this shows that all the animals can survive in many other conditions, uh, like in desert. But their prominent place for snake is a grassland. Okay, so this you must remember. This is a scorpion, a very deadly animal. It has poison inside. Okay, this is a big spider. Then this is a rat. This is a fox. So these are desert animals. This is a snake. See how much dangerous it is looking, isn't it? These are desert animals. They can live without water. See, what this desert means is there is very less water available. And these are creatures over here that you are seeing. They can live on very small amounts of water. Okay, they can live on very small amount of water. Then fourth is the mountain. Mountain means on a very large height where air is very thin, where you cannot breathe. Okay, so those regions are called as mountains, and there are some animals which live on those mountains also, where air is not good for humans to breathe or for any other animals to breathe. Like there is an eagle. Yeah, this is an eagle. There is also a yak, and there also lies some cheetahs and leopards and all those wild animals on the mountain range. Okay, these are some mountain animals which could be found on mountains. Then there is polar animals. So remember what I said about polar. They are very cold, extremely cold temperature. They are surrounded by ice. So there lives penguins, then polar bears, then seals, and fox. Okay, there are polar foxes also. So this is a polar fox. Then these are penguins, then polar bear, and seals. So they have very thick skin to help them survive in critical condition like this. Okay, these are surrounded by ice. They live on ice. Okay, see this. Where are they living on? What is the land covered of? The land is covered of ice. Here also, also here also in this image, and in this image also. So polar animals live on ice. They mostly are associated with ice. They can live in ice, on ice. Now, six is the aquatic animals. So aquatic animals are like fishes, small fishes, big fishes alike. This is a shark. Okay, shark, a very deadly animal. This is a whale. Okay, this is a blue whale, and its length is like three buses. The three school buses, when you keep them together, the length of those three school buses is the length of this blue whale. That much big it is. Then this is an octopus, and this is a starfish. So in general, aquatic animals are those animals that live in water. Okay, this is a shark, as I told you, and it lives inside water. Each and every aquatic animal lives inside water. Now let's revise what we have learned. First is the forest animals that live in forest, dense forest, thick forest, like there are lions, tigers. Uh, then there is a grassland animals. So on grassland, deers, then zebras, rhinoceros, snakes, and then elephants. These animals also, these wild animals all can also survive on grasslands, and they do it for hunting purposes because in forest. they don't get much food to eat, so they come to grassland to eat these animals, okay, like deers and all these wild animals. Then there are desert animals which can survive on very less quantity of water. Then there are mountain animals which can survive in very less quantity of air. Then there are polar animals which can survive on very low temperature, like in ice. And there are aquatic animals which can survive in water. Okay, so we have learned these things today. Now, think time for all of you guys. Uh, there is a difference between pet animals and domestic animals. What are pet animals and what are domestic animals first? So, pet animals means that the animals which you keep as a pet in your own house. But domestic animals means that because of those animals, we can get some revenue. Okay, we can get some money. Like let's say a cow. Cow is a domestic animal. So by selling milk of cow, we can get milk. We can get money. Okay. So those are domestic animals, and the animals which we keep in our house, those are called pets. Okay. So pets are they are captured companions for us mostly, and domestic animals are used for economic purposes like money. Uh, don't focus on many other points. I just have kept this for your reference. You can go through it. Okay, the main important point is that they are captured for household members. Like, let's say if you have a pet dog, then you keep it in your own house, inside your own house rather. But if you have a cow, then you make a shed for her. Correct? You make a separate house for her and use it for economic purposes, like making money by selling milk. Correct? Na? So that is the difference between domestic animals and pets. And there's another question: what will happen if one keeps wild and pet animals in one habitat? That question is very interesting now. What will happen if one human keep his pet animal like dog and cat with wild animals like lion and tiger? What will happen? Okay, so first and foremost thing is, if the wild animal is hungry, it will surely eat that animal. The very basic answer, 110% correct answer. But you know, that is not just the end. If you keep the further researches, what what scientists have done right now in recent years is they have kept the children of wild animals and children of pet animals together. Like let's say a cub of lion, okay, the child of lion, a small child, and a dog, okay, a small dog. So they both can live together because they don't know that they want to kill each other. Okay, so these are recent researches that you must know. Okay, but in general, if wild animals and pet animals are kept in one habitat, then it is certain that wild animals will eat pet animals. Okay, so thank you and have a nice day.